you're risking your heart getting damaged. Because that angry animal is going to beat and scratch and jump and bite at that box so he can get out.
Wow.
Your anger needs to get out or else your heart can be damaged. What's up, guys? Welcome back to the In the Fire podcast. This is episode 17. I remember saying welcome back to episode 3, but now we're on 17. Thank you guys for tuning in, whether you're listening on Spotify, iTunes, or watching us on YouTube. We encourage you guys to subscribe, comment, share, like, comment, share, like, comment, and share, and like. Also, check out us, I said, on Instagram and TikTok, too. Check us out.
Yeah. We make reels on TikTok, so please go check that out because they're really cool, and yeah.
Yeah, they are pretty dope. So check those out. And also, I encourage you guys to comment, leave some comments. I want to get to know you guys. I want to start some conversations.
We're trying to build that community. We're trying to talk to you guys, your perspectives, how you feel. Like, let's connect, yo.
Yo, for real.
Like, you're watching us right now. Comment. Say something. If you want to say, like,
maybe you guys disagree with something. Like, we want to hear it.
If you say we smell bad, like, we'll talk about it. Like,
yo, for sure.
Let's talk about our hygiene protocols every day. Like,
yo, what the? We'll do an episode on that, maybe.
No, we're not. We're not your doctor. Okay. Oh, actually, maybe we are.
Oh.
For spiritual doctor. We're a spiritual doctor. That is pretty cool.
But yeah, welcome back, guys. Thank you guys for tuning in.
Danny.
What's up, yo?
I heard my friend said like a while ago when I met him. When I saw him. He said that there's around 300 emotions that the person feels.
300?
That a human being feels. Over 300 emotions.
Yo, somebody fact check that. Let me know in the comments, bro. 300?
300, bro.
Bro, I can say happy, sad, angry.
Happy, sad, angry.
That's it, yo.
300, bro. Yet, we're about to talk about just one of them.
Just one.
But that might seem like, they're just going to talk about one. We're talking about an emotion that that you get to choose whether you want to be in peace or you want to be in destruction.
Oh my! There's one emotion.
There's one emotion that leads.
One emotion can cause destruction.
There's one emotion.
You're exaggerating, bro.
No. There is no exaggeration in my in my spirit right now.
Okay.
There is one emotion that either takes away your peace and also brings forth destruction, or you can tame and actually choose peace in all situations. And what is that emotion, Danny?
It's I forgot.
Bruh.
Joyfulness?
Oh wow.
Happy?
Oh, now you just destroyed the whole thing. Oh wow, Danny.
I know it's the emotion is anger.
Jeez Louise.
I know y'all ain't ready for the anger. I know y'all ain't ready for the anger.
I need 100% honesty, 100% humility right now because come on.
Okay. Oh, we got to do an episode on honesty. I mean, trust.
Trust, yeah.
All right, so go check out Trust and Pride before you watch this one.
Oh, yeah. How about everybody watch this Pride before they watch another episode? Just so you guys can get that foundation.
Yes, sir.
But, yo, anger?
Anger.
Oh, wow.
Yo, who's calling you in the middle of the episode, yo? Yo, I'm about to get angry if somebody else calls you.
Yo, chill.
Anger.
Bro, you can't tell me that you have not experienced this feeling.
Everybody, come on.
Come on. And look, some people might say, like, oh, I've been a Christian my whole life, like you, and be like, yeah, I'm okay with my anger. Or maybe you're not even Christian, and you're like, I have a good self-control on my anger.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, but
people are self-control.
No matter how your self-control looks like, no matter like how that looks for you, don't you want to be able to perceive, be able to see and reveal like the bad fruit that comes from people that are led by their anger? Don't you want to receive the tools?
Not just that, but like those people, yeah, they might say they have good self-control until they get into a situation where true anger is revealed. And when I'm talking about like even extreme cases where your anger will be tested and you will feel angry in uncontrollable angerness, like then what? So I think this episode is important for everybody, including us, for the next time we get angry.
Yes, sir, because that's a common thing, too. People are like, yeah, I'm a patient guy. Yeah. I'm a kind person. It's not until you're put in a situation that actually tests your character, then you see how strong your character is.
Yep.
Right? So right now, like, you might be saying, I don't get angry that much. I'm not that much of an angry guy. No, like
Okay.
no matter if you feel like that,
Yeah.
you want to be able to see the fruit of the people that actually are led by their anger. You want to see the consequences of that. You want to see how to, you want the tools on how to overcome it.
Yeah.
And how to not let this anger control you, right?
Yeah.
And I'm gonna just start off with one thing.
Go ahead.
I think again, just like what everybody deals with anger,
Yeah.
everybody deals with pet peeves.
Pet peeves.
Give me a break. You deal with pet peeves.
Okay.
Like don't tell me I don't got any pet
Yes.
peeves. Like, dude,
Bad,
oh my
bad
gosh.
drivers get me so mad.
I'm about to say, like, my dad, I love you. I love my dad so much. Every time an inconvenience happens, right? Where like maybe we have to pay the bills.
Yeah.
Right? We have to pay the electric bill. We have to pay the TV provider. We have to pay the Wi-Fi. He says, call them. Okay. He always tells me to call the people.
I hate calling, bro.
And look, you can tell me call them. I want to get mad. It's his tone of voice. It's the way he says it to me.
Okay.
He says, call them. So now, like, I've grown like a fire, right?
Okay.
Every time he says call them, I feel like an ember has been added into the fire podcast.
You get thrown in the fire.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like he just says call them, and then I feel it. I feel the rage induce inside me.
Okay.
Is that a word? In the fire dictionary, induce is when fire gets into your soul. When like that,
Okay.
that. Oh my gosh! And also when he sneezes, more than like no. Listen.
How you gonna get mad from sneezing, bro?
He sneezes a million times at once. He's like, achoo, 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 achoo.
Okay, we got it, yo.
Achoo.
We got it, yo.
Dude, oh my gosh, like seriously. And this isn't just for me. Like you guys, like you said about the driving. Maybe you're in traffic.
Bro, no, when somebody parks wrong, like when I see an open parking spot and I have to squeeze myself out because I have to open the door only 2 inches or else I'm going to hit their car because they decided to park slanted and over the line. Like, bro, I'm going to get so mad. That's why I told myself I'm going to make like little cards that say like, please park better next time. Mm-hmm. Probably something more rude because that's just how I feel, and then just leave it on their car because bro gets me so mad. But yeah,
and something I was just thinking about, like, because I'm thankful I've grown a little like endurance towards not getting angry at that. Right, something I've gotten from that is you can actually, the way I view it, that I want people to view it is this, right? You can take pet peeves as an opportunity to grow your self-control.
Okay.
Right, and how do we do that? Right, every time a pet peeve comes along your way, you can actually take that opportunity to like grow your resistance to it, to grow your resistance to anger, right? Because I spoke about it before on an earlier episode when my dad ate my chicken sandwich that I bought from 7-Eleven. I put in the refrigerator. I went to go lay down.
You and your dad need some dad-son time.
Yo, don't say that, bro. Don't say that.
You're always dissing on him, bro. Come on.
No, it's just a good example.
The man needs some love from you, bro.
No, but like it's pet. You can take those opportunities to grow, and like now I can say, because of grace of God, like, and I know people might be hearing this, might be saying, nah, I can't get over my pet peeves. Yeah. Like I always get angry. Yeah. First off, Philippians 4:13, you can do all things with Christ who gives you strength, bro. Yeah. And and those opportunities, like just how it says in James too, when he says, consider it pure joy, my brothers, when you face trials of many kinds. Yeah. For the testing of your faith produces perseverance. Let it have its complete work, that you will be complete and mature. Like you can take these opportunities. Like always be like, I know it's not, you're not inclined to be happy when things happen to you. Yeah. When pet peeves come upon you, because you just get angry. But you can view it in a different way. Yeah. And that's why I want to like present this way of, when you get that pet peeve, whatever that pet peeve is, whether it's, parking people that don't park well, whether it's somebody, when my dad sneezes that 1,000,000 times in a row, take that opportunity and use it as growth.
Yeah. You're talking about like the people, I could feel their anger boiling inside. They're like, Lewis, I didn't come here to learn about pet peeves. That's just like short, angry moments. But I get over it. You park the car, you squeeze out, and then I'm good to go. I'm not angry for another 10 minutes. It go by. Yeah. It goes by. But
we got to go a little deeper, right?
Real anger.
Okay. So look,
anger.
I'm gonna say one verse, right? I'm gonna say, if you go to the book of Proverbs, there's many verses when it comes to anger. Right?
Oh yeah.
Many verses, right? One of them being Proverbs 14:29. It says, "Whoever is slow to anger has great understanding, but he who has a hasty temper exalts folly." Okay. Right? I made that.
You have said that one.
I've said it before, yeah. And so understanding in those moments of pet peeves, I know it's like, it's whatever. It's like 10 minutes of anger. But, having understanding would be me saying he probably wants to call them because every time he calls them, he explains the problem more well. Therefore, the situation gets fixed more like faster.
Okay.
Right? So, okay, that's me having great understanding. So why am I going to get mad at that?
Okay.
He's sneezing. He's probably just sick. That's it. And like the guy's parking, the guy's in front of you. Like great understanding is when whatever happens to you, if somebody parks in like your parking spot, if you're in traffic, somebody's driving in front of you real slow.
Oh my
gosh. Your coworkers, your customers are being mad bitter. They're being mad, having an attitude for no reason towards you. The thing is, are you really going to let all those minor inconveniences steal your peace?
Okay.
I talk about pet peeves. It sounds little, but the thing is, those pet peeves take people's peace away for the whole day.
Yep.
I'm talking about it like you do something, like somebody says something wrong to you in a weird way, in an attitude. Like somebody has an attitude towards you and they say it to you, and now you're like thinking about that for the rest of the day. You're thinking about like ways how to retort to them. Like you already left the situation. Okay, you can't say anything to them, and I've done it before. You know, you have an argument. You're like, I should have said this. Like a little later.
You always come up with the best arguments 10 minutes after it happens. But
it's like nothing is worth losing your peace over.
Yeah.
Right? Like you can't just keep allowing, like, whatever happens in your life, are you going to keep on letting life decide how your day was?
Yeah.
Like the choice is, because that stuff is always going to be there, right? It's like you have to you do realize that you can choose your joy.
Wow.
You can choose your peace.
Yeah.
It's like if something happens that makes you angry, you don't have to linger on that. You don't have to stay on that. It's a choice. And that's why I want to present to people, like, when pet peeves, when things happen, those slight minor inconveniences that all of a sudden make your day go, like, take a U-turn, and now you're all of a sudden you have a bad attitude. Oh, I had a terrible morning. Man, it's like you have like 10 hours the rest of the day. You're gonna let your bad morning decide how your day is.
That's true. Yep.
You get to choose this stuff. You get to choose how you live. You get to choose that peace. So don't let these slight, minor inconveniences take away your peace. Yeah. Nothing is worth losing your peace over, especially not somebody eating a last Oreo cookie in your thing.
So you talked about peace. Mm-hmm. I want to go in depth with destruction. The people are here. They saw the title. Mm-hmm. They're like, okay, like, you're talking about peace. Cool. I can get angry. Yeah, I'll just stop getting angry over those small things. I won't let it ruin my day. Big deal. Mm-hmm. Real anger. When you argue with your spouse, when you argue with your girlfriend, or when you argue, let's say, with a coworker, like a genuine or a friend, a genuine argument, or that's even small things. I'm talking about, like, we can go even more in depth with situations that, like, cause real anger.
And this is what I want to say to that. It's not the emotion anger that's the problem. It's the actions that follow.
Chill. You're getting ahead of yourself. You're getting ahead of yourself. Ready? Ephesians 4:26.
Okay.
Be angry and do not sin. There's more, but I'll go back to it. Be angry and do not sin.
Be angry?
Yeah. Now, I want to compare it to this one. Check this out.
Okay.
Ephesians 4:31. Get rid of all bitterness, rage, anger, harsh words, and slander, as well as all types of evil behavior. So the first one says, be angry.
Yeah.
Be angry and do not sin. Then the next one says, get rid of all anger. So I was confused. I said, what's up with this, yo?
Yeah.
Check this out. In Greek, the Greek translation, when they wrote the Bible, check this out. The word in the one that says get rid of all anger is orge, which means violent passion, uncontrolled anger and rage.
Wow.
But then the first one is orgizo, ready? Which means to become provoked. So if you substitute it, check this out. Become provoked and do not sin.
Wow.
So it's two different types of angers here, right? Mm-hmm. One says, God says, be angry. He's validating our emotions. And that's what people need to understand is, and I've said it before, God feels also. God has emotions also. He feels what we feel. When we're upset, it hurts him.
Wow.
So this anger, he says, be angry. I get it. You're in a You're in a tough pickle. I get it. You're in this, your family's this, your friends are doing this to you, this person betrayed you. I get it, God says. He says, I get you. I get you. I see your pain. I see your anger. Be angry. Don't sin.
Wow.
Be angry. Don't sin.
That's insane.
He doesn't want us to have this orge, this anger that's uncontrollable. And that's what you talked about, is what we do with our actions. If you have uncontrollable anger, if you have anger overall, this is going to lead to foolishness. Because then it says right here in Ecclesiastes 7:9, control your temper, for anger labels you a fool.
Wow.
If you act while angry, you're foolish. You're a bit of a dummy.
We've talked about that before. People don't think. You can't think straight when you're angry.
Won't. You don't.
You can't think straight.
When you're angry, your mind gets fogged up.
All you see is red. I heard it before. Like,
all you see is red. Everything goes out the door when you're angry. Your morals, your peace, your mindset, everything goes out the door when you're angry, and you don't think about anything else but expressing how you feel.
Wow. I think the comparison is amazing, because I feel like it's so freeing for people to be able to understand that, wait, God knows that I'm angry. Yeah. God can understand why I'm angry. God isn't just waiting for me not to be angry. He actually is God is there in the anger. Yeah. Right? He doesn't promise that you'll never be angry. He promises that he'll be there when you're angry. Yeah. And that's insane.
I have this crazy example in the Bible. Is the story of Cain and Abel. Some of you guys probably heard it, some of you not. These two brothers. Good brothers. I think they're similar age, kind of, right?
Yeah.
Similar age, whatever. So their story is longer and there's more to it, and I encourage you guys to read it just to get more of a connection to these characters. But in this particular part, they want to sacrifice something to God as an offering. God says, I want you guys to bring me your offering, your best offering. So Abel, the guy that he is, prepares the best flock, the best one of his flock that he can.
He sacrifices the most for God.
The best one. He said, no, this is the most, whatever, right? This is the best one for God. Cain, on the other hand,
gets some of his crops.
Yeah.
If you read the Bible,
some of it.
It says that he brought some of his crops.
Some of them.
Oh my God. Yeah. That's so bad. It's the comparison. Oh my goodness.
So he offers them. They both offer it to God, and obviously God sees Cain's heart, and he's like, "Yo, let's go with this." So he accepts Abel's offering and rejects Cain.
Oh my goodness.
Now you can imagine the feeling of rejection.
It sucks. I hate that feeling.
Causes a whole lot of anger. Oh my God. Could you imagine how he feels in that moment? But look what happens. He gets angry, jealous also, but angry at his brother. God accepted his and he didn't accept mine. Angry. He's boiling with anger. You know what he does next?
He kills Abel.
He kills his own brother out of anger. What did Abel do but just give his best crops to God? But out of pure jealousy and pure anger that he was feeling in that moment, he kills his own brother.
Wow. All the moments of being a brother, growing up, out the window, just because of his anger.
Think about it. All the years you went through building up your marriage, building up your friendships, building up your company. Anger, one moment of anger can ruin all of that.
Wow.
And that's the destruction we're talking about.
That's the destruction we're talking about.
When you're angry, your mind gets fogged up, your heart gets fogged up, and you end up saying things that you didn't want to say, that you didn't mean. You end up doing things that you didn't want to do, or you would have never thought of doing because you were angry.
Wow.
And you just ruined, like I said, years. You spent years building up a marriage, and one moment of anger can ruin all of it.
Wow.
Friendships, I know a lot of friendships end because of things that we say or things that we do out of pure spite and anger.
Wow. And I think the way we can put it in a way that's very understandable is what has this human anger, right, that Paul talks about, what is, I think James talked about, what is that human anger produced for you, right? Has it produced anything good?
Yeah.
Most definitely not, right? It's talking about what it like that anger that Cain felt. It produced death. It produced him murdering somebody, right? The question is, what has your human anger like produced for you, right? And I wanted to say a verse that just to correlate with this. It's on James, right? It says, "My dear brothers and sisters, take note of this. Everyone should be quick to listen, slow to speak, and slow to become angry." Right? Because human anger does not produce the righteousness that God desires. So it's like it's asking again, we say the producing, it's anger will never produce the righteousness that God desires.
Wow.
Anger will never produce the righteousness that God desires. It always produces death, evil, bitterness, malice, all that stuff you just named.
Yeah.
It always produces bad stuff. So the question is, you looking back on your life, when are the times that you were angry? Right? Because think about that.
Yeah.
And then ask yourself, what did it produce? Chicken sandwich. Produced me being disrespectful and rude. It produced me to yell.
Yeah.
And then what happened after that? I felt terrible.
Yeah.
I felt guilty because I did something mean.
Yeah. And those are light things. Like imagine like real anger.
That's like a childish example.
Yeah.
Right? But now we're talking about serious stuff. Talking about marriage, talking about businesses, talking about your boss, talking about your manager, your coworkers, responding in a way just because your anger has produced you to yell, produced you to be rude, produced you to hurt people.
Yeah.
Right? And that's the thing. What has your anger produced for you?
Wow.
Nothing good, right?
Nothing.
It also says like in the Proverbs where it says like, a fool gives full vent to their spirit.
Yeah.
Full vent, meaning as soon as they feel it inside their spirit, they let it run. And what happens with that? When you let your anger like give full vent to your anger, you actually hurt people, right? Like a lot of sentences that might pop up in somebody's brain when they're given this like dilemma is like, well, I've been like that my whole life.
Wow.
Or they've gotten used to me. I'm just like that. They gotten used to it already.
Wow.
What if it's because they got numb to how you've treated them because you haven't changed? And they don't even want to go to you because if they do, you might get angry.
Wow, dude.
Like, you have to understand how serious this goes. We might be blinded because we think, well, they've dealt with me for so long, so obviously it's not a problem. No, it is a problem. They just can't go to you about it because they're scared, because you're angry. Like, you have to you have to take off this like blindness, right? There could be something that's covering your eyes.
Yeah.
And right now, like, take it off. Understand. Ask yourself, have I done something to somebody because of my anger? Am I not realizing that this anger is a problem, right? Am I just saying this is just a part of me? Am I saying that this anger is my identity? Like, no, it's a problem. Yeah. This is like, it's hard, very hard for people, for us, for humans to say to themselves, wow, this is wrong. That's a hard sense to say, but it's a sense that brings humility, right? That's why he said, watch the pride episode, because pride always restricts blessings, right? It's like, you need to have humility to receive a word that says this is wrong, right? This is a problem. This is a big problem. You don't want to hurt people, yet you still do. And you might even care that you hurt people because you've just been so numbed, right? That person's been numbed and so have you, right? So it's like, no more calluses from this stuff. It's time to understand the pain of your words. It's time to understand the hurt from your actions. I've said it before. The emotion anger is not the problem. God gave us emotions to feel. He intertwines with us when we feel his emotions. When, like you said, we feel sad, we feel depressed, we feel anxious, we feel rage. He understands that because he knows what that feels like. He made us, right? So it's not the problem. That emotion is not the problem. It's what follows the emotion, right? What follows is you yelling at somebody, you yelling at your spouse, you yelling at your family members, you yelling at your siblings, yelling at your friends, being mean to them. Like, that's the problem. And so you have to realize that. But like, now we get that, and we're like, okay, maybe there's a problem here. Maybe I'm actually like, I struggle a bit with anger. Maybe I'm what's called the orge, right? Where it's like, uncontrollable, right? And it's so cool how he says that. There's the difference. Like, yeah, I get spiked up with anger. I do a lot. Me, myself, I get spiked up with anger.
Okay.
But I don't let it linger there, right? And so that's what helps me not do anything wrong.
Yeah.
I get to chill out. But then somebody else might take that and don't know what to do with it. Yeah. So what do we do?
I was just gonna say, that's perfect.
Like, what do we do then? Like, we know anger is terrible, right? Anger is destructive. It is an emotion that can cause us to do crazy things.
Yeah.
Right? Our emotion, our wisdom, our knowledge just leaves.
The people are like, okay, I get it. It can ruin my whole life. How do I fix this?
What do we do, Danny?
Now we can go back to the second part of that verse that I said I'll come back to later.
Whoa. What was that?
So back to Ephesians 4:26. Be angry and do not sin.
Okay.
Dope. Do not let the sun go down on your wrath. Do not let the sun go down on your wrath. You said it already. Do not let this anger linger. But angry. I mean, Lewis, I'm angry.
It's you can't just tell me not to be angry. Like,
I'm angry. How can you look what this person did to me? You're saying don't let the sun go. That's only a day. You want me to be angry just for one day and that's it? Do you see what the pain they've caused for years?
Oh my gosh.
And you want me to sit here and say, yeah, before the sun goes down, I'll stop being angry. After one day, after years of pain, I can't do it. I can't do it.
My goodness.
What are you going to say to them? You thought I was going to answer it?
Yeah.
No? What are you going to say to them?
I mean, to those people that, well, first off, it's a process.
Yeah, it is
right?
a process.
Like, a lot of times, like, that anger, the sadness turns to anger, the anger turns to bitterness, and that bitterness stays.
And unforgiveness.
And unforgiveness. We talked about it, like,
the
bitterness, the poison, the unforgiveness. That's been there for a long time. It's not like we're going to give you this word and you're good. It's the same way that those pet peeves, like, I can't get over them in a day. Right. But I know it's way deeper than that. It's a process.
Yeah.
We take time, like, every day. These, like, I remember a person speaking about their forgiveness, right? It's not until you have to forgive somebody then you know what forgiveness really is, right? And so this person was saying their testimony with forgiveness, and they were saying, like, every day I have to choose to forgive. Every single day I have to choose to forgive them, and that's how it has to be.
Yeah,
it's like, we wish it could be quick. You're done. You're good forever.
Yeah.
You'll never be angry. But it's more of choice. A process, right? We understand that it's not a simple click, what's it called, snap, and you're chilling. It's actually a choice, right? It's a choice every day. Just the same way before I said you get to choose your peace, you get to choose your joy, you get to choose every day just to take a little bit out and to keep on going, keep on letting that stir up, like keep on letting that be just taken out, right? Exactly. Through the Holy Spirit, right? The first thing you got to get. The Holy Spirit, right? God doesn't want you to clean yourself, right? We go to Him the way we are, and He does all the work. But for us, what is our job in that? Choosing every day, right?
Yeah.
What do we choose every single day, Danny?
Peace. No?
Yeah, peace. Thought you were gonna say what you had to say.
What did I have to say?
The answer.
Yeah. It's because I didn't want to get there yet because I had more to say. It's just
okay.
Dude, like you said, it's a process, and we need to work on it, right? And you said it yourself. Anger leads to bitterness. Bitterness leads to rage. Rage leads to unforgiveness. All this stuff, right? So we're not saying, like, you're going to eliminate anger that quickly. So it's a process, right? Yeah. Little by little, every day. And don't sin, because if you hold on to that anger, right? I described it to you the other day, like, picture a really angry animal inside a cardboard box, because our hearts are sensitive. If you hold on to anger, you're risking your heart getting damaged. Because that angry animal is going to beat and scratch and jump and bite at that box so he can get out.
Wow.
Your anger needs to get out, or else your heart can be damaged.
Wow.
Right?
That's insane. And I'll just say something too, just to add on. There's a stuff called the fruit of the Spirit, right? It's in the book of Galatians. In the Bible, there's a book, Apostle Paul wrote it, called Galatians. He talks about the fruit of the Spirit. What does that statement mean exactly? That statement means the byproduct of God's presence in your life, right? It's like the characteristics that Jesus had when He was on this earth, right? Galatians 5:22-23, it says, the fruit of the Spirit is love, joy, peace, patience, kindness, generosity, faithfulness, gentleness, self-control. Just so many nice things that we want to have, like that love, joy, peace. Who doesn't want to have joy and peace, right? But then you compare, and there's a cool thought that I thought about this that I want you guys to hear, is like, in anger, how can you do that? You can't be loving when you're angry. You can't be joy. Yeah. You can't have joy, peace, like faithfulness when you're angry. So that's the thing. That's what I wanted to get, like, to the answer of, like, what's the answer to getting that joy and peace? What do we do to not, to make sure that anger is not restricting all those amazing fruits of the Spirit? Like, what do we do, Danny?
This is what you do. First is be slow to anger. Mm-hmm. And after I say this, we'll go a tiny bit more in depth into being slow to anger. But recognize when you're angry and choose to step away. Choose to be quiet. Choose to separate yourself from the situation and choose to back off and calm down.
Wow.
Because when you do that, it gives you a chance. First, it stops you from doing stupid things, saying stupid things, acting upon your emotions and your anger. When you separate yourself, you say, I don't want to do this anymore. I'm stepping away. I'm not saying, okay, now you're good. Now your anger's gone. No, because your anger is still going to be there.
Yeah, of course.
But this is when you can cool off and let your mind unfog, because we said anger fogs your mind. Let your mind unfog so that you can really analyze and understand. I want to emphasize that analyze, because let's say Cain and Abel, right? If Cain had separated himself from the situation for even a little bit and analyzed and said, what am I truly mad at? Am I mad at Abel?
Wow.
Or am I mad at myself for not putting in the effort?
Wow.
Am I mad at God, that God rejected me, or am I really mad at myself for not putting in the effort?
Wow.
So analyze, right? And that goes along with this answer to anger is kind of maybe write down or speak aloud. What are you really angry at?
Oh my goodness.
Is it injustice? Is it angry at somebody for doing something to you? Is it, always really analyze and try to understand your situation.
Wow. I'm almost getting misaimed anger. Misplaced anger.
Yeah.
I wanted to speak about this story where my teacher talked about she broke up with her boyfriend. She was really sad. She went home.
Your teacher told you all this?
Yeah. Okay. Not to me, just class, right?
Oh, okay.
She went in to put her keys into her door. Her keys fell. She started crying. She broke down. Was she crying because she didn't put the keys in the keyhole? Or was she crying because of something else? Right? When we're angry, a lot of times it's actually something that we're angry about in our hearts. Like there's some type of anger in our hearts that we have, that bitterness that we haven't dealt with yet. Right? And that's why I'm saying anger really increases your sensitivity. So you might be angry at something that happened a long time ago. Maybe it's traumatic, something with trauma, as a child, something happened and now you haven't dealt with that. So now it's very easy to be angry at people, but you're actually angry at that situation, right? And that's why that point is so intense and more importantly, so freeing and to proclaim it. I've learned that what has helped me to become less become less a servant to my anger, but instead to master it. What I've learned is to really say it out loud. I've actually really seen how saying things out loud, being able to say it to yourself, this is a problem. Being able to say, I can't, it's hard to forgive them. Saying all this stuff really helps your situation. It puts it into perspective. And it's also being real with yourself, right? So understanding the misplaced anger can actually give way more freedom than just anger. Actually, it can probably free you, bitterness and unforgiveness. That can just free all the chains off your heart if you just understand one of them. Right, and that being anger. So that's an amazing point.
And like I said, with the slow to anger thing, right? Another answer could be just try to put yourself in this angry situation less. Because now you're less prone to sinning, less prone to doing foolish things if you just get angry less. People are like, bro, I can't just get angry less. Yeah, you can. It's called being slow to anger, right? What does it mean? In the Bible, they say God, one of the characteristics of God is being slow to anger. And there's times in the Bible you guys might see God killed this person and clashed a giant wave on them and the earth swallowed them up. What about the background story? What about the 10 different times that God let them do what they wanted to do? Let them act upon their emotions and their feelings and mess up time after time. Even though God said, don't do that, do this, don't do that, or else this will happen, or else this will happen. And no, they just keep doing it until God says, okay, now I'm angry. But that slow to anger is he didn't get mad on the first time they messed up and boom, earth swallow them.
Yeah.
It's that slow to anger, right? With the pet peeves, even with the bigger situation with destruction. If you're slow to anger and you remember your peace, and you say, you learn to analyze and understand quicker, right?
Yes.
Those pet peeves, like you said, if you just understood that your dad's just sick right away, that's just being slow to anger. Because now you're, instead of getting angry and then having to cool off and go through that process, you say, oh, he's just sick. I forgive him.
Slow to anger, people who are slow to anger have great understanding.
Mm-hmm.
It's the great understanding part.
Yeah.
Like, don't just become blind.
Yeah.
You get it's crazy that it just seems so impossible for some people. I feel just like you can't. I just can't. I just can't. I just get angry. It's like you can.
You can.
First through this Holy Spirit, like He'll give you that strength. Give yourself grace for it when you're trying to overcome it too. Don't get mad every time you get mad, because you get more mad, right?
Yeah.
Show yourself grace when trying to overcome this, because it can be a real problem. As soon as you, the crazy part is, as soon as you start this battle plan, as soon as you start this intentional way to get over this, you start to see like blessings. You start to see more peace. You start to see more joy, more enjoying every single day, because you're not being led by your anger, right? This quote, I've said it before, I've said it like, feelings are great servants, but they're terrible masters.
Wow.
Your anger should never control you. Any emotion should never control you. You get over that, you'll see the benefits. You'll reap the benefits of overcoming anger.
So remember, to quickly recap, be slow to anger, and choose, because it's an option. Choose to not fall under this emotion and let it control you and let it destroy everything that you've worked for.
Yeah.
Choose to separate yourself from the situation.
Yep.
Choose to be quiet. Do you know how many arguments couples have? And couples that have talked to me, they say, oh, when I get angry, I always say, okay, I'm really angry. Don't talk to me right now. I'm serious. Don't talk to me, or else I'm going to say things I'm going to regret. They say it to their couple. I think that's awesome, because it's like they know I'm angry.
Yeah.
I don't want to mess up. I don't want this to turn into a bigger situation, because I'm going to say something I don't mean. I'm going to separate myself. They choose to separate themselves. They choose to cool off. And when they analyze, they go, okay, I looked at the situation. I'm okay now. I'm not mad. You avoided sinning. You avoided doing foolishness.
Yep, and always view these opportunities, like try to when it comes to pet peeves, little things, like, or even big things, try to view it as a way to challenge your resistance to anger. And also understand that in your past life and maybe now, be intentional about viewing and just like seeing how anger has produced nothing but negativity in your life, and to cut that now. Like, we're cutting that stuff now. No more. There's no more of that producing like negativity, hurting people, making fun of people, like saying mean things. Like that's gone. No more. Let that anger like
settle down.
Do not add any more embers to it. Right? You entertaining it is adding embers to it. Wow. It's time to resist it. The temptation to be angry is like everywhere. Work, school, annoying people. That temptation is always there. But you get to choose if you let it overcome you, or if you let yourself have peace over it. Wow. Right? So choose peace. Choose peace
over destruction.
Choose peace over destruction. Choose peace over destruction. Choose.
Thank you guys so much for watching. We're going to do it with you guys. Don't worry. We also have to work on this anger. So we're going to do it. We encourage you guys. It's time to let go of this anger. Thank you guys so much for tuning in, whether you're listening on Spotify, iTunes, or watching us on YouTube. We appreciate you. Check out our Instagram and our TikTok, and have a freaking blessed week. We'll see you next time for the next episode. Peace out, yo.
Peace out.